I met a person the other day and he's like, yeah, I used to make music. And I'm like, used to? What happened? What went wrong? And he's like, well, at one point, it just wasn't paying the bills. It wasn't giving me the money I needed to pay my rent, pay for my car, pay for like my girlfriend. You know, I want to be starting a family. And I just had to quit and get a real job. And I was dismayed by this, bro. I was like really sad because it's not the first time I've had this conversation. A lot of people I knew quit music because at one point they come across a situation where money talks and money's telling them to go get something real that actually pays the bills. That got me thinking, what can an artist actually do to make some money before they're popular? Because the problem in the entertainment business is that compared to any other business where you're solving a problem, in entertainment, you're not really solving any problems. There are no problems to solve if you're a recording artist, except one, and we'll get to that in a second. But essentially, you have to wait until you become popular, until you have an audience who's willing to pay for like your merch, your concert tickets and all that, but you can't do it until you have an audience. It's a grind, okay? And whereas any normal startup can start selling a thing like a software or like a service or a good, in the music business, that's just not the case, unless you're a producer and you make beats. Of course, for them, it's different. That got me thinking, how can an artist make money before their music's popped off and they're like big enough to monetize their actual art? And I thought about a bunch of ways, really. There is the sample method, which Sanaya in my group is doing. If you want to be a pure 100% entertainer and maybe still sell something on the side, but not in the sense where you focus on actually selling a thing. I hope it makes sense what I'm saying. The best solution I've come up with, and I know a person who's doing this, is starting a YouTube channel. And YouTube is great for many reasons. You don't need to listen to any shitty boss that's telling you what to do 24/7. I've worked plenty of jobs. I've worked corporate, I've worked fast food, I worked on a fucking factory production line, and I can tell you that I hate nothing in this world more than some dumb cunt telling me what to do all day, and then telling me I'm doing my job wrong all day, and then saying like, oh, do this, do that, when what he's saying isn't actually necessary to do the job well. These managers, I swear, bro, they just keep inventing shit for you to do just to keep you occupied, just so they feel like the time you're being paid for is worth it, which is bullshit. I think that if you work hard, you should get paid more. And I think that if you done your job fast and ahead of time, you should be free for the rest of the fucking day. You get no reward for doing well, you get no creative output, you get watched over like you're a fucking prisoner, and you can't leave like you're a fucking prisoner. You come to your job and you have to be there even if you have nothing to do. YouTube just takes away all of that. As a YouTuber myself, and we're about to talk about the artist example I have in mind, the reason I'm talking about this, okay? I know an artist who's very good at this and he's doing this well. But me as a YouTuber, I understand how much of a fucking godsend benefit this platform is. Once your videos start doing at least a little bit well, and I have 8,000 subscribers, it's not like crazy much or anything. Recently, just 3 days ago, I turned on AdSense, like I monetized the channel through AdSense, and it's made me $60 in 3 days for basically posting the videos that I'm already posting anyway. And then you would have like another $200 to $600 per integration that you do for brands. And then on top of that, you could still sell something, which is what gets me to my next point. The artist who's been a YouTuber first, an artist at the same time, like he's been doing YouTube to basically fund his life and his career, is Gunnar. And you've probably seen Gunnar around. If you watch YouTube videos a lot, if you're in like the music space, you've probably seen him around. You've probably seen his videos. And all Gunnar does is A, make songs live and then cut them into videos. B, he tells you how to make songs. He tells you how to use FL Studio. And C, the presets he makes and some plugins he makes, he sells them for like $20 each. So imagine you get $1,000 a month from AdSense, and then you get like $200 to $600 per video from brand deals. And then on top of that, you sell like FL Studio presets for $20 each, and you get like 10 sales every month. 10 isn't crazy, it's realistic low number, okay? That is a minimum wage income for you sitting at home and making videos. Like, I'm gonna open up a secret to you, okay? When I make videos for YouTube, it takes me a grand total of maybe 3 hours a week to sit down, to edit, to make thumbnails, and then boom, I have videos for the month ahead. I don't really sit there and make a video every day. I just help artists all day, right? I do other things for music. But for YouTube on its own, I don't spend that much time, and you don't need to either. So if you know how to use FL Studio, if you know how to use Ableton, there are millions of people out there who don't, but they want to know how. And they watch channels like these. Even I, when I needed to like say I get a USB mic, right? I don't even have a Focusrite. I'm like, okay, how do I set up a USB mic with the best settings in FL Studio? I myself don't know that, but I can look at a YouTube video and some smart person like Gunnar will tell me how to do this. And there are literally millions of people out there who want to know how this is done. They want to know what a song recording process looks like because they're just starting out. They don't know yet. They want to know like what the best settings are. They want to know what a preset is and how to use it. Maybe they just don't want to make their preset. They want to buy one ready for a few bucks, and you might be the person to do this. And of course, at the end of the day, when they become your fan, they want to know more about your process in general, so they start watching videos for you. Not so much for the thing you do, but so much because they like you, which is the greatest part about YouTube and long-form content in general compared to shorts. Imagine if instead you could just sit home and make music all day, and then you just turn on the camera, you record your fucking process, you upload it to YouTube, and you make money. You make the same minimum wage that you live. Like imagine if you just had from sitting at home and spending like 2-3 hours a week recording the songs that you're making, right? Putting a camera down and like recording yourself as you do it. Imagine if you had like $2,000 a month just from that. This is a completely different life because now you're not, like you don't have to put up with the shitty job that you go to, right? You can just sit home at your own time, at your own convenience. You don't have to put up with a shitty boss because nobody's over your shoulder telling you that you're doing your shit wrong, right? You're your own boss. You work on your own time. You work on your own schedule. You do whatever the fuck you want. And then you can just make these videos and you can make the same amount of money that you need. Like you can buy cars with this shit. Not expensive G-Wagons, but you can buy a car if you're on YouTube for like, and your channel's doing well for 2-3 months and you save a bit of money, right? You can buy a car to drive around and go to like music video locations. You can buy promotion for your music. You can buy the beats that you've been wanting to buy, right? You can buy mixing and mastering from better engineers that really bring the life in your song out. More importantly, you now have budget for music videos that you're making. This amount of money, like even making this much, literally unties your hands and gives you complete financial freedom. Not the luxury life and not the financial freedom to like travel all over the world yet, but it unties your hands and it gives you the financial freedom to do music full time. And that's how you allow yourself, and that's what gets you to like travel all over the world, wake up in new cities, do shows, walk out there, and the people, they know your fucking lyrics, they sing along to your shit. Just imagine this, dude, and imagine how many people didn't get that just because at one point they had to pay bills. And this is really sad. And this is really, there is no specific point or call to action in this vid. I literally just, as an artist, I want you to consider doing YouTube, because as you're making your music, as you're making your beats, putting it all together, really consider just recording the process, learning how to YouTube, how to do titles and thumbnails, and just uploading your shit to the internet. It's not a quick thing. It takes like a year on average for a YouTube channel to start like becoming profitable, and this was the case for me as well. But isn't it worth to take a year to just record shit that you're already doing, just put it up and start making money from it? Because there is no extra money in the world. All money is useful. Every single penny that you make can be put back into ads. Nipsey Hussle called it all money in. Every little penny that you make can be used to propel your art and new music even further than you're already doing, which is fucking awesome. I hope you take what I said seriously and you at least give it a go for a few months. And if you need help on the music side, check out the links below. You knew the drill. If you like this video, sub to the channel. I got plenty more.